He just walks up Mango.
Oh, God.
Oh my god! Oh, the second one as well, they've got flight!
This over.
It's the new Burning. He's an aggressive player. Gets involved, stuns people. He does stuff.
It's a new man.
It's a meta, man. You gotta adjust to the meta. I think it's a pretty smart pick here. A lot of burst on OG. You know, he gets 2 lives. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. So OG, they set out on their trek here to the bottom lane. 5 heroes grouped up, want to get aggressive, take the fight to Vici off the bat.
Is the Wraith King like part of the pick that if his ult is up, if they try to relocate gank him, obviously he's got that second life, he comes back, they could maybe set something up with a rotation? Is that the thinking, do you think?
I think the idea is that he's a hero that can like stun people and do things, and they were lacking a little bit of lockdown. Right now they have like disruptors like Kinetic Field and Glimpse, and then Dragon Knight stun, but other than that they don't have too much disable, so this is gonna help them find targets.
Right.
He's also just tanky, which is
and
ideal
the
against
Vampiric
this.
Aura maybe would help with pushing a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially imagine like them building up a Vlad's, a mech, and AC at some point this game. If they get those items, they're really terrifying in 5-man.
I wonder what Burning's Wraith King build is. It's very different on a lot of heroes, and we're going to have a clash here, I think.
Oh, Miracle. He's in deep now. He's going to get caught out off the bat. There's the stun, follow-up, and the heal. Not going to be enough. Maybe it is. There's the salve into the pit. Roshan, take me. Take me.
No.
Not like
get
this.
Chopped.
Fenrir will bring him down, and then they look to engage even further. The bounty run going to get grabbed up by the IO. Crit trying to run the hell away, but the chase is on. Doom pokes him down. OG are getting absolutely cleaned up here in the river.
Okay. Who's getting that top rune, though?
Already?
Somebody's going
the
for it.
The TP in, the tether forward.
Who's going for it?
Crit wants it bad. He'll get it.
Okay, 2 kills, though. Did Dragon Knight get either of those kills? Can we check that?
The Undying got one of them.
Okay, so not awesome for Dragon Knight, but
he does have his bottle now, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Man, look at that Undying.
Ideally, it's okay to give up both body runes if your mid gets the first blood. But I'm not sure what it is if you get 2 kills and your mid doesn't get either. It's probably pretty even. Yeah, I don't know. It might favor OG a little bit because Vici, they didn't lose any heroes. They got to use all that regen to get back up to full, where OG just comes back to life with full.
What's the reasoning for the IO build? So he got the early Ring of Protection and Stick, not rushing the bottle?
I think maybe he expected the Undying to be mid.
So he's just worried about the dual lane then?
Gotcha. Well, the Undying rotated a little bit.
Yeah, he was there at the start, but...
Yeah, I guess that'll slow things down a little for Crit getting his bottle, but...
Maybe he thought about laning bottom in like an aggressive tri-lane with those other 2.
And then they give up the 2 kills like, OG's still running that Dazzle Gyrocopter dual lane. Everyone pretty strong here in the laning stage, aside from the potentially the Disruptor, but he's going to get some help. They're going for the trap. They will find themselves a Dazzle. Does manage to hit level 2, but he gets stunned. Can they lock him down? Yes, they will.
That's a rough lane for Dire here. They're going to have to swap this out, I think. Especially with the lane pushing back into Radiant's tower now.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought they'd just put the Slardar down there and just try and get the Gyro some farm. What's the thinking there?
They're trying to win their lanes, which is oftentimes a greedy thing to do with Wisp, because Wisp is not always the strongest laner.
Also, worried about having Slardar get off to a slow start.
He would definitely get off to a slow start against the Wraith King Disruptor.
Miracle, that move speed. He wants it. He's going to find Fenrir, juking through the trees. Got to keep him out of vision. Turns, gets up the DK, gives him the old zombie claw once, and he'll get out.
Miracle's out of mana now. He does have a mango, though.
Everybody gets mangoes nowadays. They used to be like a special dessert, but now it's just like mangoes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Clarity is for 40 seconds now, so mango's oftentimes just more efficient.
Yeah, especially on carries, it feels like it's just such a good investment. You get that 1 kill.
Well,
really.
carries are often, not really intelligence heroes. Some mangos with like half their mana pool.
Yeah.
Vitamin C really helps out.
Run!
Oh.
All right, let's get that PPD hype going.
They're going on him.
I'm assuming you're warming up here. Come on, Peter. How about the Charlie hype?
I'm probably less hype than Peter is.
That's the anti-hype couch.
No,
Come on.
this game's super hype, man. This is game 3. The winner of this is top 3 at the Summit 4.
hype.
Yeah. It's not everyone gets to win a Summit, all right?
That's true. There are less Summit winners than there are TI winners.
It's an exclusive club, boys.
Damn,
What
that is
can I
the
say?
stat to drop.
The truth hurts sometimes for the non-Summit winners out there. So people are farming.
Yeah. It's that stately early
Wonder if they're
stage.
stacking it all for Tiny.
It doesn't look
No,
like it.
no.
They're actually doing pretty well in this offlane. I thought maybe they have some trouble, but Crit on the Wisp with that rotation helped them a lot.
Well, they're finagling. That's why.
Yeah, Disruptor really doesn't do too much.
He does have the mango, and he's going to try to take advantage of it here. They get the stun off, follow-up coming.
comes the
Do they
Wisp.
really have the damage for this? Doesn't look like it. Now they're going to tether forward. Get me out of here!
And that's pretty smart. It takes them so long to kill a hero in the offlane that Crit can always TP down and buy you the lane.
Other two lanes just farm trades. Doom
Yeah.
having a lovely time. Ice. And got the HP regen. He's got the double mangoes. How much HP regen does he have right now? 9.5 a second. Okay.
Jesus.
Just passive. No Scorched Earth required. That seems a little excessive.
That is,
Hey,
yeah.
you take what you can get as Doom. The Satyr
that's
was there, he ate it.
That's also ice. In a
Good.
nutshell, a little excessive.
Big fan of the mango.
That sounded like some Boba logic.
Wraith King's not farming though. This is not very good for Vici. They're really going to need Dragonite into Doom and Doom to bring them back in this game.
Yeah, His Highness is getting closer to level 6 though.
What is your first sort of major item you want to get on him in this game?
On who? Doom?
On Wraith King.
Oh, Wraith King. You don't power treads or no? Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Are you down with the Midas or do you like the Blink?
No Midas.
Blade Mail?
Blade Mail.
Slasher's Way?
This guy's in trouble.
There's a lot of burst damage.
God,
Blade
he's so
Mail would be bad.
tanky. Look at that. He just shrugged that off.
My skills. You can't pierce them.
Are you making that up, or is that one of his lines?
Somebody's getting glimpsed, I think.
No, I'm just making random things up. Meanwhile, No-Tail's getting glimpsed, but there's the tether back in. They're looking to re-engage on this.
He's full
suddenly
health.
full HP.
Yeah.
Yep, just IO things. The super gets run down by an auto-taking Wisp.
Spirits?
The balls, the spirits. They got
Oh,
him!
baby!
Crit showcasing his individual play here, but they will cost them the Tiny in the end. They get the Dragonite. They force 3 mid. Crit.
Oh, shit, the
No! No!
Oh, man.
After that play.
That was interesting.
That was very interesting.
Okay, not too bad. Wraith King got a little bit of space there, I think. He maybe got some CS. Pretty hard to CS against Phase Boot Gyro, though.
They do have Doom online now as well. Let's see if they want to use that. It's going to be the
Thing is,
Vlad.
Doom does like nothing right now. Like Dazzle healed, he lives. Wisp Tether, he lives. Shallow Grave, he lives.
Yeah, he's going for the Vlad. Seems like it is going to be a focus on this 5-man.
Yeah, so in
Pretty
this game,
early.
Doom's ult's not really going to be too useful other than just maybe like silencing them, obviously, and not letting them use their items. But the damage isn't going to really kill anyone. So if he builds more like aura-based, then just kind of like right-click and buffs up his team.
And then you've, like Ted, you were pointing out, you've got the Wraith King as well. So you've got the extra
Yeah.
aura.
Yep, it is a good aura. I also kind of think that when he comes back to life, the slow kind of sets up some stuff. They can get Tombstone down. They can get him trapped in the circle of fun.
Get that helicopter! Come back here! They glimpse him, and he runs
He's in trouble.
He runs in. Miracle wants to wrangle. Doesn't have his call down just yet. Well, okay. Yeah, that's a little more than he can handle. But they're backstabbing top meanwhile.
Doom is going to be okay here, I think.
That was some swag play. Very nice.
It's the amp damage.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He didn't seem very fine to me, but, you know, what do I know?
Regen that.
I haven't won TI. Well, that's a level 6 Wisp. Crit's having a pretty solid game for himself overall.
Yeah, the solo kill on the Dragon Knight.
It's a lot of
Helps him a lot.
experience. You know, you mentioned how Wisp can be a weak hero in the laning stage, but good Wisp players make the hero look insane, like, from 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's also because Vici doesn't really have any burst. If they had some more heroes that were burst, it'd be a lot harder for Wisp to react to.
Like a Quap or something.
Yeah, or just like supports that actually had, you know, some burst damage. Like Undying, Disruptor have no damage, so Wisp was able to just pour it in and heal up whoever they try to initiate on.
Were you thinking like a Lion or a Lina or something like that can just blow him up? And
Like Avenge or Winter Wyvern even has a little bit more like, damage. Disruptor and Undying are pretty much just satisfying themselves for right clicks.
So Fenrir grabs himself a headdress.
He's probably going towards the mech eventually. At least that's the... Oh, he is going Midas. Good call, man. Good call.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Mech, Vlad's, Midas, they have the DK ult cooling down soon. Do they want to try to actually like push into OG here with the cooldown ready, or is this just going to be a farm war?
They're going to have to fight. They're going to have to 5-man fight. You can't really split push against Wisp Tiny, especially when they have an early blink on Slardar. Tiny's probably going towards a blink as well. It's too difficult to split push into that. So we're going to see some 5-for-5 engagements, and fighting with Undying is pretty much what you want to do. Hero becomes pretty irrelevant like we saw in Game 1 if they're not taking early game engagements.
Well, here comes the setup for that early level 6 on the IO. You got your blink up on Slardar.
Yep.
Let the fun begin.
That boy's really farmed, actually. He's got 1,000 gold.
What's he going to go for? Is he the Disruptor?
Yeah, I think Glimmer Cape is probably pretty good. Or he might just go for the Mana Boots, which is really, really nice on
I'm just
Disruptor.
going to sit... no, there you go. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I have seen FY go Midas on Disruptor before, but that was a long time ago. Yeah. He ended the game with an Aghanim's Refresher.
I mean, the thing is, the Ags on Disruptor is amazing. Like, really, really,
AoE
really good.
Doom.
Yep. Now, to be fair, that was back when Misery had just pioneered the Midas Dota, which tried to make a comeback in the North American, or the American qualifiers for the Frankfurt Major.
Relocate, they're going to take a life here. How fast
that's life
how fast
1.
They're going to get the second
Let's
one,
see if they get life 2. Burning, quickly dropping. They get off the heel. Call down coming through. That's a heavy commitment just for Wraithkin. They're all caught in the middle of the turnaround. But they will get the Doom off on Numerical, bringing him low. Fly with the Grave.
Oh.
Looks like he may tick down anyway. Then a Blink, a Crush on 3. Many Ravage. And, yep, suddenly Miracle. Basically, it's like he was never doomed at all. So the Wraithkin ult down. Everything, basically.
Nobody died.
This could be a long game at this rate.
Well, they did take a life, and they had to expend...
It's a level 1 Wraith King ult, it's basically. Looks like better than taking a life.
Yeah.
4 minutes of him being a
used
walkie
the Doom
melee
as
creep.
well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that seems like OG's really trying to play around their mobility.
I thought that Wraith King was going to die, but twice there. That would have been incredibly bad. Oh, here we go.
Ice, ice, ice. Even with the Vlads. Too much damage. OG grabbing another. Looking for Fenrir. The dive bottom. Get that zombie. They get him. Ava, toss, and... Well, that was quick. This is looking a little rough for Vici Gaming right now, guys.
I always feel when I'm watching OG play that they hit this point when they just do this. It's just like kill, kill, kill. They just continue the pressure to just follow up all the time.
Whenever they start, like, whenever they kind of, you get that pressure going, I'm always reminded of that Noto clip where it's just like, fuck him up! Fuck him up! I can hear it in my head just constantly.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That would have been a free kill on Wraith King there.
I think he was just guessing and guessed
Well,
wrong.
he had the right idea. He knew he was around that area. Just picked the wrong place.
Is he taking like? I mean, that's like a massive gamble, like farming there though for Wraith King. Sure.
Well, he probably saw some other heroes on the map. Knew that there could only be so many around that Wraith King.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta take some risks when you're farming as well.
True.
That's what I tell myself anyway when I'm feeding my pubs. Makes me feel better, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the last time you even played a pub? Aren't you an Overwatch player now?
You got the,
I do
you got
enjoy
into
a
the
nice
beta?
game of... Yes, the beta.
Yeah, beta.
The beta?
The beta?
The beta.
Excuse me for being from a different country, you fucks.
A country that happens to speak the same language as the...
American, of course.
Yes.
What was he trying to say?
Beta.
Beta. The Overwatch beta.
Yeah, no, beta. You guys don't say that?
We say beta.
Yeah, beta.
That sounds like a beater, like a beat-up car.
Or like an egg beater. An egg baiter, sorry.
Oh, it's definitely,
Baiter.
it's definitely a beater.
All right, back on track here. Vici Gaming are on the smoke. FY looking for
Who's
a
taking
bounty.
the bounty?
And, oh, where is he going to go? He gets hit by the
Oh,
orb.
he's
The ping
reversed.
comes out, and away crit goes. Man, Vici just can't get anything going. Follow the leader.
Feels like even with the Disruptor glimpse, it's hard for them to start fights that they want to.
There's the grave to worry about, you know?
I think it's
Not to mention the
because
witch save.
if it's very, they don't have any blinks, so OG's always the ones initiating, and it's so scary for Disruptor to go in the front because he just gets blown up instantly.
Meanwhile, OG have
It's a
relocate.
It's a
They have
BKB
Blink
rush on
Rush.
Tiny.
Huh.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
When's the last time a Tiny has rushed to BKB?
Where's our stats, man?
I am sure that is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Speaking of which, Star Wars is coming out soon.
Yep.
Pretty excited for that. But
Yep.
here come OG. They're excited for Blood. Or, Vici Gaming's
They
Blood, to be
see the
precise.
Undying. They have that ward on the high ground there. They're probably going to
Oh, if he doesn't get the tomb down, this is going to be bad. But the Doom walks forward. Still, there's the crush. The follow-up coming through. Ava, can they lock him down? Ben Rear, low, but he gets the soul rip-off. Suddenly, it's Crit who's been doomed, isolated, kept under control. Now they're hunting down No-Tail. It's turning the wrong way for OG. They bring him down too. 2 down. There's the crush. Bernie will fall, but that's only
Buybacks.
life number 1. They need more
2
bodies
buybacks.
for this. And they will come in for round 2. Ted, can they do it?
No. I think OG are just too strong.
All right.
Those 2 buybacks.
Those
Called
2
it.
buybacks.
Wasn't that bad. They're going to get Roche, though. Probably worth it.
Did Tiny miss his Avalanche there? Looked like he did.
On who?
The Undying.
No, the Avalanche hit, but then he got stunned by
He
Dragon
didn't get the combo fully off.
I do think that I wish there was an animation for like the DK stun. It always just seems to happen. You hear the sound
Well, I
effect.
mean, that's the great part about it. If you're the DK, it
Yeah,
has no
that's true.
animation. Speaking of DK, he picks up his dagger. That should give Vici the initiation. Well, more initiation that they want now to really start the fights that they want.
So why BKB? Is this just because they want to fight a lot?
I mean, Disruptor's a big problem. Dragon Knight stun, Wraith King stuns. It's I don't necessarily think it's the best item,
It's the first
especially when
item,
you
BKB.
have a Wisp on your team who's trying to tether you and keep you alive.
Right. Yeah, that's
But he thinks he feels like he needs it this game. He just wants to be able to cast spells and not have to worry about Disruptor. So he still has a lot of damage. You know, Gyro has a lot of damage too, especially with Sardar's amp helping them both out. They'll have enough damage to be able to fight.
And this is something that Moon does, which most Slardar players don't do very often.
Remember Loda used to do this.
He likes to squeeze the Midas in where he can. But Moon does that as an offlaner, whereas Loda's normally getting the position 1 farm.
Well,
He was a safe player this game.
Yeah, that's true. He basically was a position
Yeah.
1 this game.
I mean, they just sort of farmed. They didn't really tickle each other even. They just sort of hung out.
Yeah, like, I'll take a creep, you take a creep.
Yeah. Very
I'll take a
peaceful
creep.
stuff.
For
It's
now.
not a purge creep, huh?
here we go.
That's something fresh. They're going to go on to No-Tail. They get the Tombstone down.
There's no Wisp
He
here.
drops low. The grave is available,
Wisp.
and Io has arrived. No-Tail being focused, locked down. Where's that relocate? They're trying to bring him out. Oh, no,
Oh, he's
not going to
Aegis.
happen. So they'll wait for round 2. But they set up, they prep, they get off the ultimate, now the Doom, everything committed. They're going to stun crit to try and prevent the relocate out. No tails down. Beautiful chain stun here by Vici.
Great play from Burning.
That IO kept out of the fight. And they get the first kill. Let's see if they look for more. Miracle, the kinetic fields again are on point. FY setting
stun.
things up.
Burning's in.
He gets bashed, but now the call down. Miracle barely gets it off with his dying breath, but again, the ultimate for the Wraith King, it's working out. Picture perfect. His Majesty is back, and he wants Fly. Hacking him down, gets the crit, gets the double kill. Can he make it a triple? Crit's on the run. Where's he going to go? Stun is there. Crit.
He needs a crit.
He needs on the crit. And as the Blink, Super wants to steal it, and he does. It's a wipe.
Wow.
Vici Gaming coming out swinging here in Game 3 against
Such
the
a good team
Frankfurt
fight.
major champions.
Such a good team fight from Vici.
Isolated that Tiny, dealt with him, got the Aegis down.
Did Doom die there? He did die, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
A noble sacrifice. It's
got-
well worth it.
So he's got the Purge Grave to remove the amp. It's actually pretty good.
That's really cool.
Wow.
Imagine if you could purge off Shallow Grave. That would be.
That would be something
Dazzle
else.
wouldn't be a hero anymore.
Culling Blade, baby.
I don't think it's that bad of a change.
Oh, would you like to see that?
You can purge off of you can purge Yules.
That's true.
I mean, that's pretty ludicrous.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't miss the Yules every game on every mid hero.
God, yeah. Jesus.
Come on, guys. That was a great meta.
Of course, for you it was.
Hey, I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, well, you're just a disgusting storm picker. So, you
No,
know.
that's not good. That's not good for Storm. I don't know what you're trying to say here.
Anyways, guys,
I've seen
got some
Sumail do
Dota
it
going
a
on
few
here.
times.
Wraith King's working out pretty well for Burning. I'm still raving about that Wraith King stun on Wisp up there.
Yeah, that and a nice static storm. They're very patient with their abilities as well. That fight didn't overcommit anything, just enough to get the Aegis.
Well, they just use their spells perfectly. Like they committed the Disruptor ult and the Kinetic Field onto the Tiny off of his Aegis respawn, and then Burning made sure that there was no relocate to save him by going on the Wisp.
And the Wraith King ults have made a really big difference this game. I mean, you pick Dazzle, you want to outlast the enemy team. Same with the IO relocates and the heal, and the Wraith King just says, "Great, you've won the first fight, but I got a second one. Come at me."
Yeah, they've got their team is hard to kill. I mean, DK, he's tough. Wraith King, 2 lives, dealing with all that regen, Undying. The Disruptor's like the only guy that you could really just sort of blow up, but
Not sure how I feel about this Tiny build, guys.
what's he got?
Treads BKB.
Yeah,
Nothing
imagine
else.
if that was an
Oh, he's
egg,
got a
It looks,
stick.
which
it
it
looks,
would be right
it looks
now.
so bad. Like just if you
That inventory just looks so
yeah, if you're
just,
just if
like
you're just looking at
underwhelming.
it, you're just like, ugh.
You see him like roll down the street, and you're like, man, that Tiny needs a new
OG
ride.
are the lower bracket kings though, so if they do lose, I'm sure they'll make it back.
So you think their chances of winning the summit go up here with a loss?
I mean, I'm sure they're learning a lot from this game,
Okay.
regardless of the outcome. Vici is, obviously playing a lot better than they have been, and you can learn from that.
You guys are also pretty good in the lower bracket.
Well, not by choice.
Actually, when is the last time you guys have won a big tournament that was a straight winner bracket run? Because I feel like it's almost always from the lower bracket.
I don't think we ever
I
won
don't think
one.
we have.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
What do you make of it, Ted? What does it say about
It's
the
because
evil genius?
you know why it
Well,
is.
Peter's going to tell you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you why it is. It's because we don't have anyone to practice against. So when it comes to tournaments, we play against like all these European and Chinese teams, and that's where we like really learn how we want to play Dota and how like these teams push us to our limits. And like practicing against NA teams, we don't lose very much, so not a lot of adversity. That's why I think that is the case.
Charlie, would you agree?
Yeah, I think that definitely has to do with some of it.
Or maybe we were just ferocious when our backs are up against the wall.
Ferocious.
I think
You're like the caged animals.
honestly, I think it's actually both of that. I think it does have to do with our practice partners, and it does have to do with the fact that losing is learning, and we are pretty good about learning when we lose. And at the same time, there is this sense of when the stakes are higher, we do better.
Both teams are smoked right now.
Okay, here we go. Ice, ice, ice. He wants to get the jump here. He's going to initiate, actually, the Dragon Knight with the stun first. They're trying to hang on, look for the Doom
Relocate.
opportunity. They got off the relocate. Burning Heroes out of the fray. BKB, but the Gyro's on the run. They chase forward. Burning, getting aggressive. Super looking for a lockdown here on Fly. He's going to find it. The mini Ravage. Crush comes in, but they just keep on trucking forward. Vici Gaming, this Death Ball apparently has no brakes. Nobody's dying. Burning gets the stun. I'll follow up on the Miracle. Vici, just don't die.
Yeah, they've got so much regen. They're
It's
just
like 5
slowly
tanks.
grinding forward.
All that lifesteal from Wraith King and the Vlads.
Look at this.
The stun after stun.
We're just watching like a pack of like
He's in
monsters running OG down bit by bit. Tiny could be next. Even the Courier trying to take one for the team. Tactical distractions, but not going to amount to much. And hacking away at no tilt. Then again, the Deso
I think that's it, boys.
kicking in. Vici Gaming.
China is back.
You heard it here first.
That's exciting, man. We needed it.
It adds to the storyline.
The
You know,
scene
everybody
needs-
wants that. Like every region strong. You know, not just one side of the world dominating.
Hey, there's a major coming up over that side of the world.
And it's going to be on their home turf. You know, we got to
Need
defend
strong
this
Chinese
house.
teams,
Probably is the thought
definitely, yeah.
process. All right.
No, that's true.
So Dream League Season 2 was the only time that EG, at least with the recent rosters, has won a tournament through the winner's bracket.
That's when we
On land.
beat Cloud9 in the finals.
They beat Cloud9 in the finals.
To be fair, it's been a while since like a Dream League has been like an awesome tournament. Just I mean, in terms of like teams, it's never been like this premier championship. So
Right. Any tournament that brings Ted in, though, is pretty premier in my book.
Hey.
So I guess that makes us a premier tournament.
Stop sucking my dick, LD.
At least not on camera.
Yeah,
I'm multitasking.
you're very good at it.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, there are
Nice.
children watching. We've got a Dota game going on
Is
here.
that true? Okay, I
I
apologize,
assume so.
kids. Stay in school.
I mean, your kids watch when you're casting.
Fuck
have
no,
they?
dude. My wife, my kids, they've never seen anything.
All right, they're pushing. Vici Gaming moving forward. This seemingly unstoppable ball of doom.
they're gonna go high ground here for sure.
In fact, they're just blinking onto high ground to get there a bit quicker.
Yeah.
He's got a Deso. Watch out for the weave.
The minus armor definitely helped out when he got that tiny kill earlier, and they're going to look for more.
I mean, look at this front three that they've got.
Those
Go-
are
Like,
go
who
on
do you
that.
go on
Go
there?
on that.
Yeah.
Go on.
And anyone you do go on, you're setting up for the disruptor as well.
really good cores against the early tiny pick. I like it. 3 strength heroes, tons of HP. Don't die to tiny combo.
And just outlast the heal lineup.
True. Well, outlasting heal lineup is tough, but all the lifesteal that they have is
The tanks, the lifesteal, it
The
seems to be
Scorched
enough.
Earth.
yeah 4 strength heroes, and then FY.
Love to see. And then FY. I guess in theory, they'd love to have a Timber Saw now, but there's still good solutions for him anyway.
Timber Saw would have been good too.
Yeah. Sochi run that? I don't think so. Moon's like always on the space creating.
Oh, I was saying Timber Saw could have been okay
for Vici.
Vici.
Yeah, Vici actually have a lot of ways to deal with him.
Yeah,
Just all the strength heroes. You know.
Doom is a problem.
Disruptor's a problem.
True. Yeah, he is.
I just like Timber Saw.
Yeah.
We'll play it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you guys, you're keeping him alive.
He's good. I think other teams should play him more.
He's definitely entertaining as well. You get that big like double chakram going. It's just the meat grinder. Heroes are bodies are just flying around. Ain't a beauty. Well, OG, they're gonna scout out the pit here.
What do OG do here, Peter? What is their play? Oh, shit! Get
glimpse.
caught? No.
He's invis.
Right outside of the sentry range, but he's
He's gonna run past it.
Like, do they just farm and try and hang on, try and win a fight, or what?
I don't think they can really farm.
That's gonna be a tough kill. They're engaging on Ice Ice, trying to lock him down. He gets glimmered up. He's still basically at full HP. And meanwhile on the river, not so lucky as Miracle, almost immediately dealt with. They can't even tickle this guy.
He
Now
is
he's missed him.
fine. He
He's
is
full HP.
fine.
He's actually healing. If he had a
Oh my
larger HP
God.
bar, it would still be going up. 4 down. I mean, who do you go on? Obviously not Burning, who grabs the triple kill. Clearly not the Doom.
It was like nothing was happening.
There's just no way in. This is Fort Knox, and they don't have a blowtorch.
They don't have any damage.
Is that what you'd use to break into
Just
Fort
a
Knox?
single
A
blowtorch.
I don't know. You'd use an atomic bomb, Ted. Are you an expert at breaking into Fort Knox?
I'd use a team of professionals.
Okay. Well, that's a cop-out answer if I've ever heard of one.
All right, boys, I brought the equipment. What is that? A blowtorch?
The point is that they can't break in with just the blowtorch.
I get it. I get
You
your
fuck.
point.
All
I
right.
just think it's a funny mental image.
Imagine if it worked. That would be depressing. So Vici, you're going to take Roche now?
I don't think Vici or OG had many options but to fight. I think they just needed, like, the absolute perfect one. I think if they try and split and farm, Vici just takes Roche and goes high ground.
So do you guys chalk this up mostly to the way that those couple of fights went? Is it more just a lineup issue?
I think it's a little bit of both. The lineup issue, I do like Vici's draft 4 Strength Heroes against Tiny. The early Tiny pick was really smart. Wraith King having 2 lives, not dying to the instant burst of like Slardar Crush plus Gyro call down. And then also that top fight where Super was able to get stuns onto Tiny and kill him twice. And we're burning, like we talked about, one on the Wisp and stop the relocate. That was really big. And after that, I think the game was kind of in Vici's hands.
And I do like the way that they built just a lot of armor items, pick tanks to deal with the Slardar as well. We saw the early mech, the early Vlads.
Dragonite was a really good pick too.
And the Dragonite basically has
it's also,
its own solution.
when you play against the Wisp, it's, oh, here we go.
Big jump on to Fly, trying to burst him down. He's dead, and now Super goes to work. Oh, Jesus. This is ugly.
They do so much damage.
They don't even really need any pure damage items here with Super. He's just going to hack him down, burning.
Wow.
Gets it done. And Vici Gaming, winners of the Summit 2, on a rampage here. So the winner's bracket, they'll take this series 2-1, and they are now into the top 3 with a day off to get ready for the winner bracket finals.
It was a good victory for Vici. I'm sure they needed that. They've been... I mean, they did well at, TI, but then after that, they've kind of been struggling a bit. So, coming in...